Today on Well Educated, we're going to be talking about renting versus buying. Now, we did a Facebook Live classroom video on this, but today I just want to hit the highlights on that, renting versus buying. And we're going to go with the assumption that you have $2,500 a month to rent or to buy. So let's get into it. If you're renting, the first thing is you're not building any equity. That is just going to your landlord. You're not going to get a tax deduction on the rent. You can't make any modifications. If you're in a complex, you can't make any modifications. And it's guaranteed that your rent is going to go up every year 1 to 4% or more. Now, if you're buying, you're going to be building equity every single month. Your mortgage interest rate is tax deductible. And if you do improvements, and you can because it's your property, it increases the value of your property. And you don't have to worry about when the lease is up because you're making a house payment. You have a predictable house payment. It's not going to go up. As a matter of fact, it could go down if you refinance at a better rate. You have space between you and your neighbors, and it's an investment for the future. And if you have a pet, no one has to approve it except for you. So let's look at renting. If you're renting and you're spending $2,500 a month, at the end of 1 year, you're going to spend $30,000 on rent. That's straight to your landlord, not into your pocket. And if you stay there for 7 years, average person moves every 7 years. If you stay in that place for 7 years, paying rent with it going up 2% each year, at the end of 7 years, you will have paid $223,000. Man, that's a lot of money. Now, if you bought a house, and let's say you find a house at $250,000, and we found one and did a market comparison on it. A person bought a house in 2023, October of 2023, for $250,000. And that house in that neighborhood, it's gone up. The value has gone up. And today, houses in that neighborhood, less than a year later, are listing for $289,000 or more. Man, $39,000 worth of equity in less than a year. I'd say that person did really well on choosing a house. Bottom line, renting versus buying. If you're renting, 2 to 4% or more is going out of your pocket. If you're buying, 1 to 3% or more is going into your pocket every year. Renting versus buying, I say buying wins.